Okay. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Um, Welcome to today's business class. Um, every Tuesday is our business class. And it's usually very, very exciting. You know, one of the things you need as a person who is in this field, that's real estate. You need continuous training, right? You need to continually train. Yeah. So today we're going to be looking at something very interesting. So come on, if you're just joining us, come on, welcome for to all of you joining us on our platform, Hoover Group. Welcome. All right. So um, as usual, we're going to be going into today's assignment, today's business. All right. And I know you're going to learn a lot. So today I want to focus on people who are into probably people who want to venture into buying properties, right? Yeah, people who want to purchase property. Now, it is one thing to wanting to purchase properties. So, by the way, if you are here, this is a space for real estate investment. We talk real estate, we talk investment, we talk how your money can multiply. All right? Yeah. So this is a safe place where you learn how to invest the money and how to make profit. So come on, if you're just joining us, help me share this link to somebody, to a friend, to a brother, to somebody who is interested about investment, wealth building, wealth creation. Yeah, come on. So today is going to be my day. So I want to look at something very, very interesting. All right. Most of the times we hear people say, I want to buy property, I want to invest, I want to do that. In as much that just that singular act is very, very good. It's very, very good. That singular act is very exceptional. In as much that you must be sensitive to knowing the right place to invest. I get what I'm saying. Yes. So it's not just about investing. Now the money has come. How do I know the best place for me to invest? All right. Not minding what people will say, because you will often see a lot of realtors. You see people uh, in real estate telling you buy this, buy that. So you as an investor, how do you know the best place to invest? Do you invest in a place where somebody just convinced you and say, okay, there's land, they'll come and buy? Do you just go and buy like that? No, not really. So there are very, I will call them indicators, all right? There are indicators that could tell a person that this place is good to buy. Are you getting it? And there are a lot of them. That a place is cheap, I mean affordable, does not give the ground for you to purchase a property there. That's one. That the place is expensive does not also give you the ground for you to go and invest there. So there are very signs or indicators that can tell you, that can give you a leap to going to invest in that particular location. All right. So you must be strategic about this. I used to say that real estate is about timing, you knowing the right timing to invest, and also you knowing the best place to do that. Yes. So today we're going to be looking at how to know the best place to invest for high return on investment. Because I believe every businessman, every entrepreneur who is putting his money somewhere wants massive return on investment. So, what are those indicators I need to look out for if I'm an investor? All right, probably you're in diaspora, you are a business person and you want to buy a property. These are indicators you need to look out for. You must look out for those things. All right. So let's go straight into that. So, how to know the best place, yeah, to invest for high return on investments, right? So how do I know the right or the best place to invest? This is very, very important. You know, basically investment is very good, right? It's very good because most of the times when you tend to put your money, you tend to save your money in the bank and all of that, you tend to see that the money keeps depreciating on the go, right? So one of the ways to ensure that your money does not really depreciate but keeps appreciating is by investing that money into something very productive. There are a lot of investment you can go into, but right now, because of this study, I'm talking on real estate investment. Listen to me, real estate investment is something that can secure you tomorrow. Yes, it can secure you tomorrow, and guess what? It's free. It helps. It's valuable. It's an asset. It's something you can trust. Real estate is something you can trust. Now, let me paint a picture. You buy a property today, 2026, all right? By year 2030, 2040, 2050, that property can never be the same. All right, so buying, investing in real estate is the goal, is the best thing you can do for yourself. Whether you're a young man, you're a young lady, or you are a business person, come on. I encourage you to invest into real estate. But guess what? There are strategic things you must know. Very important. So this is what I'm going to talk about right now. So there are about 12 indicators. But guess what? There are more. There are many more indicators. So, but I just want to mention just a few. All right. So I'm going to talk about that. Then along the line too, I'm also going to um, share with you some of the properties we have available. Right. So number one sign or number one indicator you should look out for if you are going to buy a property in your city. Probably you're in the city of Owerri, or you are in the city of Aba, or you are in Umuahia, or you are in any location in Nigeria, and beyond. These are places you should look out for. So, number one indicator is good road network. Are you with me? Good road network. Now, listen to me. Every location you see that has a good road network is an indicator that any property around that particular environment will soon appreciate. Now, let me say this. Many a times we see properties that are in different locations, and so many a times there is no access road, right? There's no access road. But guess what? When you see locations where there are access road, be that the location might be in the bush, but as long as there is an access road that can typically lead you to where the property is, that is a good sign. That is a good sign. Because listen to me, one of the things that brings development in an area is good access road. Now, mind you, on this, we're investing into properties. And guess what? There are a lot of places to invest, all right? There are places who already developed, right? Already developed areas. Example, where in the city of Owerri State, you can buy a property at Wedra, World Bank, Control, all those locations, they are developed already. That's massive, all right? And guess what? You buying a property in those locations will also get you a high return of investment because those places are developed already. Are you getting it? That is one way to buy. Another way to buy is not buying already developed location is buying locations that would soon develop. Are you getting it? So locations that are probably not very developed. So that is one of the best ways to make very high return of investment. So let me paint the picture. If I have 100 million, all right, and I want to purchase a property, let's say at Wedra, all right, I have 100 million, I want to purchase one plot of land at Wedra. Guess what? If I purchase that property for 100 million, guess what? 2 years after, obviously the property would appreciate. Are you getting it? But guess what? It might not really appreciate so much. Now, why am I saying that? Now, let me paint another picture. If I buy another property, let's say in a place that is not fully developed, in a place that will soon develop. Are you getting it? Are you getting what I'm saying? So, a typical example, a place like Obako, that's on each road, a place like Obako. Now, something is going to happen. Let's say if I buy a property there, obviously, I might get a plot there for, let's say, 3 million. All right? I might get a plot there for, let's say, 1.5, 2 million, or 3.5. Guess what? In a time frame, let's say, in a time frame of 5 years, that place I got at Obako. Why? Because the place is coming up, all right? Something's going to be happening. The return of investment in that particular location will be higher than the return of investment in an already developed area. I don't know if I get what I'm saying. Yes. So probably if I buy this place 100 million, maybe I might just make, I don't know, but probably I will just make an amount of money, maybe 20 to 30 million extra. All right. But guess what? If I go to a place like a place I just bought for just 3 million might become 10 million or 15 million or even more. All right. So picture that I had used this 100 million that I wanted to invest in Wedra, and I've used that money and gone to places that are remote areas that are underdeveloped but that are coming up. Something's going to be happening. My money will be multiplied for me. You get it? So right now, my best advice is to focus on places, locations that will soon develop. There are locations people are talking about today, and guess what? Those locations were opportunities for people to be wealthy. But guess what? They missed out because they felt, this place is underdeveloped. This place is not really booming like that. Are you getting what I'm saying? So along the line, they missed out on the opportunity. So the best thing you can do for yourself is looking for places that are not fully developed, that are underdeveloped. Now, let me tell you something. The best time to enter an investment, the best time to enter a location is when that place is not fully developed. Yes, that is your best stake. Your best stake to purchasing a property in a location is purchasing when that place is not fully developed. Because guess what? The bush you saw yesterday, tomorrow will be a city. The city we are in now and we are all excited about was once a bush, right? But like I told you, there are things we must look out for. Number one is good access road. Let there be an access road from the place where you are staying to where you are going, to where you want to purchase that property. Very, very important. Yes, because the access roads will tell us, okay, that development is coming in this area. Are you getting what I'm saying? So look out for good access roads. That is why don't pay for a property blindly. Are you getting what I'm saying? So I'm talking to investors now. Investors, don't pay for a property blindly. No. One of the things you must do is you must go for an inspection. If you're in diaspora and you can't go physically, come on, do an online inspection or send somebody to that location. And one of the things that person should take in mind is there good access road? Is there good access road? Because any property in an already access road will often appreciate very fast. So is there access road? So The main thing should not be, how far is it? Is it inside? See, listen to me. No matter how inside the property is, as long as it has an access road, soonest, human beings will be living there. That is the truth. All right. So, first thing to look at for is good access network, good road access. So, number two things is ongoing infrastructure development. So here, what I'm talking about is, are there infrastructure, or are there things going on in that environment? Now let me paint the picture also. Somebody tells me, okay, there's a property he's selling, and it's just, let's say, 2 million, right? And guess what? As I go to that place, the first thing I'm going to check is good access road. So if there's good access road, that is ticked. Another thing is, what is actually going there? Is there something that the government is doing in that particular location? I think that's what I'm saying. So is there something else? Is there something extra? Are there things that the government wants to do in that location? Like electricity. Like, is there electricity in that environment, or what is actually going on? So that is the first thing I'm going to ask myself when I get into the environment. By watching, I could see, okay, there are poles. They have already connected poles. So it means that there is light in this environment. The road, in as much that, okay, there's an access road, are there more plans to reach out to some more communities? So these are some specific things I'm going to be looking at for. Are there projects the government is doing in that particular environment? So these are things that would encourage me to put in my money. Sometimes you get to locations, and probably those locations are very, very, very much affordable. And you see that there's no access road, there's no infrastructure. Let's say you get to a place and they tell you a plot is 500,000. There's no access road, no infrastructure. My brother, I will not put my money there. Why? Because I will check. Those things are signs. Those things are signs that can tell you, okay, in the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, there's going to be high return on investment on my money. Yes. So these are some things you must study. Not just that you want to buy land, you just carry your money and go and buy in one bush like that. No, you must check this. If there are access road, good, powerful. Secondly, are there infrastructure? If the case is yes, come on, you have a good one. Are you getting it? So come on, if you have a question, as teaching is going, if you have a question, come on, drop your question on the comments. All right, and I'm gonna answer that. So number three things you need to look out for is growing population. What is the population in that particular environment? Are you getting what I'm saying? What's the population in that particular vicinity that you want to go and purchase a property? What's the population? What's the growing population? Now, for example, if you are conversant with the city of Owerri, you will find out that there is growth, there is massive growth. And guess what? Because of how things are becoming expensive, most especially rentals, that house rent, are becoming so crazily expensive. A place you used to pay, let's say, a million naira for the rent, you see yourself paying 1.5. And guess what? If you don't want to pay, another person will come and pay that money that you don't want to pay. So guess what? Things are getting very expensive, and housing is now, if I can say, hot cake. So most of the times, what we are seeing right now, most especially in this city, is that a lot of people who are wise enough, they are moving to locations where they can purchase a property there and build their own houses. So a lot of people are going for that. Do you know why they are going for that? Because things are getting expensive. Just picture yourself staying in an apartment, 2 bedroom, where you are paying over 2.5 million. All right? So it's expensive. All right? So why not try and push yourself to go to locations that have growing population, that have all of these three characteristics I just mentioned here. Before you know it, you see yourself having a place, in as much that the place is not very, very much developed, but guess what? There is a high probability that place will open up. All right? So there are locations like this that have growing population. And one of the things you will notice that a lot of people will be moving towards that location. So, for example, in Owerri, you will see places like Ogbako. Yes, you will see places like Ogbako. You will see that there's a movement of people towards that direction. Now, why are they moving? Because that place is fast coming up. And guess what? These are places where you can get a property for just 500,000. You can get a property for just ₦1 million. You can get a property for 3 million. And guess what? Those places are currently booming very fast. In one of our estates at Ogbako, all right, something happened. Back 3 years ago, we had a prospect who came, liked the place. Anyway, he looked at those stuff they're talking about. There was good access road, ongoing infrastructure, and he noticed that environment was actually a very growing environment. When you get to Ogbako market, you will find out what I'm talking about. A lot of stuffs are going there. You see human beings. Wherever you see human beings are staying, buying, selling, is a place to put your money. Is a place. When you get to that, let's say, when you get to that main market, just take 1 hour, left, right, front, back, is a place you need to get a purchase for yourself. So guess what? This person decided to do what? To buy, I think, 3 plots of land. How much was there? 500,000. 3 plots of land he bought. And guess what? Decided to venture into starting his project. Guess what? He used to stay at Olu and relocated from Olu to Ogbako. And currently, as I speak to you, he has a property there. Yes, he built, I think, a 4 bedroom bungalow. His family, very good environment. And guess what? Currently, as I'm telling you now, a plot of land in that particular location, we still have some properties there. Is worth over 3.5 million. Yes. And guess what? It's still going up. Oh. Hey, God. So, this was somebody who was wise enough. This was somebody who was looking at the future. Many people make the mistake when they want to buy property, they say, hey, this place is far. This place is inside. This place, I don't like it. Listen to me. You don't just like it because you should like it. You look for signs. You look for indicators. Are there these indicators in those areas? Are there good access road? Yes. Infrastructure development? Yes. Growing population? Yes. People are moving towards that location. So what do you do as a smart person investor? You secure 1, 2, 3, 4 plots in that particular location. And before you know it, there's growth. Before you know it, there is sales. Before you know it, you are excited. So this person, as I told you, 3 years back, bought it 500,000. Currently, a plot in that particular location is 3.54 million. So check how many return of investment did he have? Check, make the calculation. This is over 100, 200, 300. My God. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is over 700% return on investment. Yes. This is massive. You bought it 500, now it's 3 million. 500, 1 million, 1.5, 2 million, 3 million. So over 600% to 700% return on investment. And guess what? That's how people take opportunity of time and season. That's how people make money with real estate. Yes. Timing indicators. That's how you make money. You get what I'm saying? Yes. I've seen people who made so much money in real estate, they got a place very affordable, but guess what? They looked at indicators. Do you know that there are also people who bought properties that were very, very much affordable, but guess what? This is 5 years after that property, probably they bought it 500,000. That property is probably worth 600,000 or 700,000. That's 5 years after. So this is one of the things you must understand, and you must be intentional about it. Very, very, very intentional about knowing these things. Are there good road network? Yes. Ongoing infrastructure development? Yes. Growing population? Yes. So this is very, very important. You need to look out for these things. All right. Then, for example, another typical location that has this kind of quality is Umuahia. Yes. Currently, there's a project. The government of Umuahia is government, the Abia State government is currently doing, and guess what? That project is to erect the international stadium at Ajata Ibeku. And guess what? That project is a massive project. So guess what? Fast investors and smart investors, what they will do is that they will work faster and go around that environment. Listen to me. Anywhere you buy a plot around Ajata Ibeku is treasure you just bought. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Because the government is coming there. In fact, when you get to that location, you will see stops, you will see signs that the government has already started doing something. And that road, Ajata Ibeku, that road is a major road, is very amazing road. You know, people used to apply that road very well. So major road, about 10 about 10 to 8 minutes to the main city, to Umuahia city. So guess what? A smart investor will go around that environment and secure. Why? There's good access to it. Secondly, there's infrastructure development is going there. Thirdly, there's a growing population around that environment. So guess what? That is a good location for somebody who is very smart to secure a plot there or 2 or 3. Guess what? 5 years down the line, anybody who has a property in that particular location has gotten peace of mind and wealth. That's it. And currently, we also have a property there. Yes, Ajata Ibeku. We call that place City of Blessing. Come on, if you need a blessing, secure City of Blessing, Ajata Ibeku. I think, yeah, we are currently selling the place for 3 million. All right, so come on, secure a plot there because all of these things were sticks. That is why also, before you buy a property, get a broker, get a realtor, get a company you can trust because most of the times what we do is that we don't just buy properties. We don't just buy landed properties just because they are cheap or not. No. As a company, we buy properties that has value. We buy places that people, investors, when they come, if they buy a place here, you are sure that in the space of 1, 2, 3 years, that person will get a return of investment. So that is why we don't just buy land, we buy value, we buy stability. Are you getting it? So don't just go and buy, if you're an investor, don't just go and just buy yourself. No. Have a company you can trust. That is why we are here. All right? Have a company you can trust so that we can help you secure something that is good. Not securing something tomorrow night you will have headache. Tomorrow night you see yourself going from one court to another, and all of those. So all of those things are not to be taken care of. All right? So you must be intentional with all of this. All right? So let me just talk about another aspect, another indicator you must know. All right? Another indicator, proximity to commercial centers. Okay, proximity to commercial centers. Now, what do I mean by proximity? Now, the place, the land they have showed you, what is its proximity to commercial centers. The property they have told you is 500,000, is 3 million, is 2 million, is 200,000. What is its proximity to commercial centers? That is another thing you need to look out for, because the more its proximity to commercial centers, it means that it's a place people can live, it's a place people can inhabit, it's a place people can be cool there. Why? Because the place is habitable. Are you getting what I'm saying? Listen to me. Don't the first thing to look at is not how far it is. No, just look at these signs. Just look at these signs. If these signs are tick, come on, you are good to go. Are there businesses coming up? A place I love so much is Obaku. You will see that Obaku has proximity to commercial centers, growing population is there, road network, everything is just sticking good. So it's just a sign that tells you, just carry your money, go and get a property in that environment. Another place is Futo Junction. That's Umokane area. These are wonderful places. You can secure a property to yourself. Yes. If you have a very low entry, that's what I mean is that you don't have so much money, but you just want to do something and invest in real estate. Another location you can look out for is Umwago Exas. These are locations that are fast developing, and guess what? 5 years from now, you will not recognize those places. I know you have heard about a location called Obaku. I mean, Ungopala. You know, before now, I believe 2 years or 3 years back, a plot around that location was sold for 150,000. But guess what? Before you know it, in the space of 2 years, a plot currently there is worth over 10 to 12 million, because somebody came into the environment, and before you know it, people came in. And guess what? That place is now booming. A place that was sold 150,000 is now 10 to 12 million currently. I know you know about that ministry that stepped in, and before you know it, this place after booming. So these are signs you must look at for. Okay, let me just give one last one before we call it a day. Remember, I told you there are 12 indicators I want to talk about. 12. So I've just cited 4. Good road network, very important. Ongoing infrastructure development. Number 3, growing population, very, very important. Are there human beings there, or only animals? There has to be human beings in that environment. Proximity to commercial centers, market, business is ongoing there. Very, very important. So another thing you must look out for are there presence of schools and universities. Schools and university. So this is also a huge sign that tells you this place is good to put in my money. Don't just put your money there because your brother or your sister says you. No. Check for these signs. There are still many more signs. So I still have, I think, 7 venues I want to talk about. All right, but okay, let me talk about this presence of schools and universities. Very, very emotional. Look out for those things. Look at the proximity from the land they have showed you to where the school is. How many minutes drive? From that place to where institutions are, how many minutes drive? You have to check all of those things. So when all of those things are checked, come on, you are in the right location. If you can get it good, if you can get good location, all right, growing population, proximity to commercial places, if you can get 4 over 5 or 3 over 5 here, it's a good place. It's a good place. People build wealth by stepping in first, by buying first and waiting. You know, real estate is a game of waiting. I hope you know that. Yes. It's a game of waiting because your money does not depreciate. So, but you have to give it time for appreciation to take place. All right. So come on, if you are an investor in diaspora and you're watching me, come on right now. I want you to check out for these locations and guess what? Make the right choice. Make the right choice. And if you're out there and you've been looking, you are in the city of Owerri, and you've been looking for places like this where you can invest your money. You can put 5 million, 10 million, 100 million, 200 million into locations that can bring you very high return of investment. Come on. That's why Gova Group is here. Come on. We are here to help you. There are strategic locations. I tell you the truth. Strategic location in the city of Owerri that when you put in your money, I can assure you that in less than 3 years, you will make over 17% return of investment in those particular locations. Very, very fast growing, good network, presence of commercial centers in those environments. Yes, and we have property there. Currently, we have about 6 to 7 estates in the city of Owerri. We have estate in Abia State also. So come on, if you're in the city of Abia State, you are in Aba or you're in Umuahia, there are properties you can get. You can get. An example is City of Blessing. Come on, don't miss City of Blessing. Ajata Ibeku. Get yourself 5 plots. If you are angry like I am, get yourself 5 to 6 plots in that particular location, and you will never regret it. You will never. And guess what? Those places are very good. So come on. This is me again. I'm the right honorable scientist Oiben, and I think I'm going to stop here. I believe you have learned a lot already. So come on, if you have questions, or probably you have contributions, you feel there are some other indicators you need to look out for. Come on, please. I want you to help me comment, write something in the comment. Let's share our views. If there are other indicators someone needs to look out for before he purchases a property, please come on. I want you to write it down on the comment. If you have questions, I can attend to you. If you have anything, come on. I want us to make this section interactive. All right? Come on. I love you. If you've not followed this page, come on, follow this page. Every Tuesday is our Tuesday business class. Every Tuesday. Come on, we talk real estate, we talk business, we talk investment, we talk how your money can multiply. Come on. See you next week. And come on, drop your comment. Let's know how to help you. See you guys. You want to buy a property in Owerri, come and contact us today. Love you. See you. Bye.